Welcome to another episode of the vlog. Welcome to another episode on the vlog. I'm glad to say I'm back in Aruba. Good to be home. Canada was fantastic, was awesome. Had a very good time. Wanted to share a couple of things with you guys. But first off, I have something to admit. I've been back on Aruba for some weeks now. Sorry, I haven't been posting anything because I've been having issues trying to get my hands on the latest Adobe software. Adobe, could you please fix your... Make things easy for some of us out there, yeah? So, Canada was great. Toronto was awesome. We visited a lot of places. We ate through the whole city. We walked through the whole city. I swear to God, it's like the morning we woke up and it was like walking for like miles and miles, and the weather was kind of not cool as we expected it to be, but there were some nights it was like nice out. You could actually go out and sit on a balcony and, you know, enjoy a nice little cider and chill out, watch the view. For the ones who want to actually see how our condo looked like, they could click on the link right here. It was my first experience with Airbnb, and that's how we got the condo in the first place. It was pretty epic. It was nice. It was really nice for the money that we spent. That would be one of my tips for sure. Is like, if you're going out with a family, check Airbnb.com. Again, check the video and you'll see some more stuff of what to expect. Every place is a bit different, so yeah, you have to see what works for you and your family, or if you're going alone, or you know, how long you're going to be staying, etc. La 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 la. As for the food, my God, food everywhere. This place was just rammed with food. When I mean rammed with food, it's like food everywhere. We walked out, from the time we walked out the condo, we went through the lobby, opened the door, there was food. There was a Tim Hortons next to us, there was a Pizza Nova in front of us. Right next to the Tim Hortons was a Mediterranean place, so we could get like kebab, shawarma, and all that type of crazy stuff. Man, I swear to God, I must have gained like maybe 15 pounds. That's one of the reasons why I haven't been vlogging. When I came back, I had to make sure that, you know, I eat conscious, you know, start walking, do something, try to do insanity, which I almost killed myself doing. Yeah, that was not a nice day. That was not a nice day. So back to the food. There was places like the Office Pub, which we visited a lot because of something with my... There were places like Office Pub. The Office Pub, I can't really remember what the address is, but I believe there is only one popular Office Pub on the other side of Hooters. And these guys had taps of cider, taps of beer. The food was actually good, man. We had curry lamb poutine. We had steaks. We had chicken. We had seafood pasta. We had burritos. We had freaking hot dogs. You know, okay, there was just one thing. I know Mario's gonna be pissed when he sees this one, because there was one stand that this lady was selling Polish hot dogs and stuff like that. Polish boys or po' boys? No, po' boys is something else, isn't it? Anyways, they were Polish hot dogs. So he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go back for this, mother. Yeah, I'm going back for this. Let's go back for this. And the same night we got clobbered at the beer market, and then we went looking for, there was one place called Bacon Nation. These guys sell everything you could think of from a pig. And I mean, like fresh bacon. It was like a carnivore. My dog is barking. Coming back to the hot dog stand. So we tried to go back to the hot dog stand, but we were so hammered we didn't want to walk so much. It was like on a couple blocks of down this way and then a couple blocks down that way. And from the B mark after that, we was like done. It's like Bacon Nation is just like 4 blocks down this way, and then we turn here, and it's supposed to be there. They're supposed to close at 10. So we got out there at 9, start rushing down there. We reached in front of the place maybe like 9:15, 9:20 or something like that, and the door is shut. Mother! Hey, we got pissed, and we were saving our appetite to go for Bacon Nation, and this place, oh my god. Guys, Bacon Nation, if you see this video, when you say on your website you're gonna open till 10 o'clock, open till 10 o'clock, please. You might have last minute walk-ins. Do us a favor, yeah? So talking about more funny stuff. Walking into Wahlburgers. Wahlburger is I want to say is a chain, food chain. I don't know if that's the correct word to use, but it belongs to this guy, this famous Wahlberg actor. He the one who starred in Shooter and a couple of other stuff, Two Guns, etc., etc. So we walked in there one day and we decided to go for burgers. And the funny thing is that there's one part that is a restaurant. You could actually go and sit and eat, but there's also another part that they made specifically for the people who just want to grab the burger and get out, which was good. That was a real good option. So we walked in the expressway, and I'm watching down the freaking menu, and I know that Canadians say a lot, right? It's like, hey, Canada, or those Cheetos, So I'm looking down the menu, I'm looking at single class cheeseburger, boom, poutine, and then there's something that's a IEH burger. So it didn't register in my head like I'm supposed to say A, right? IEH. I'm looking at this thing and I was like, okay, I have one of those. And Mari's like, the fourth one's here, I have one of those. And so I was like, yeah, the fourth, yeah. So I walked up now, going to order. So I walked up to the lady, so can I have 2 of these, 1 of those, and I have the ant burger. Ant? The ant burger, she means to say you mean the A burger. That's how you write A? I know A is supposed to be either A-Y-Y-Y-Y, or maybe that's I, or A-E-E-E-E maybe, and an H in the back. I don't know, but frick it. I was like, that's no way you spell A. So I'm ordering this thing, it's like, hey, I'll have the ant burger, and freaking Mario burst out and laughing and tears. I was like, what the fuck is so funny? So I'm looking at this thing like, yeah, I want the ant burger. She's like, no, you mean the A burger? Yeah, give me one of those too. Anyway, it was funny. It was a good thing, good time. We visited Kensington Market. I didn't really like it as much because of they had a lot of shitty looking people out there. You know, some people like to say they're artistic people, which indeed they do have. I was amazed by some of the street musicians. We bounced into a guy that was playing a violin, and he looked like a complete bum. And he surprised me. The guy played as if he belongs into I want to say an orchestra that comes out of like Australia, you know, like one of those fine guys that actually knows what he's doing. And I was like, wow, this guy is bad. So I'm looking at this guy, and I'm still amused, and I'm walking, looking at this guy, almost walked into a pole because this guy was playing so good. So Kensington Market was kind of cool. However, there was a kind of, you know, dust. It was a windy day, dust was blowing. Excuse me. And you know, some shady people around. They had some guys sitting down there with birds in their freaking head, and I was like, yeah, that's a little bit too artistic for me. But yeah, we kind of did everything in Toronto. We went to Chinatown, we saw the Niagara Falls, we went to, yeah, like I said, we walked through the city a lot. We had the opening of her father's cider bar. Click here for the link. I did a video on that as well, which was kind of cool, man. Some hard cider that was originally made in Canada, which was really freaking good. For me, my experience with Toronto was perfect. I mean, the people are friendly. I want to say they're a little bit more friendlier than certain people in the United States. I know I might get shot for that one, but my experience with Canada and Toronto, and specifically Toronto, everyone was, you know, open-minded. They always wanted to like, hey, check this place out, check that place out. Especially if they noticed that you was a tourist, or you know, you're just, you know, wandering around the place, and they was always friendly to speak to you, and you know, pick up conversations was like a snap. Whereas some places where I imagine, you know, would be, you know, different. For instance, like in Aruba, sometimes it's a little different because, you know, everyone's like speak to themselves. Sometimes it's not always true, but you do get some friendly people. Sometimes they, you know, they speak to you. But in Canada and Toronto specifically, in my experience, it was everyone was completely friendly, and I mean to say it's like, you ask them for advice and they tell you this, and you get what you were told. You don't get like like someone who wants to do you bad. Like for instance, hey, try that place out, and then they root for you, and you end up in some ditch over with, you know, you're naked as hell and you're wondering what's going on. Yeah, that type of. One last tip I wanted to tell you guys that I forgot to mention, which was the most important. Some of you was asking me, is like, you know, how much did the trip cost, and wasn't it expensive? I actually flew with WestJet. Was my first try. It was pretty straightforward. I find the seats were kind of small. They're not so, you know, big like this chair here, if you could see. However, you know, they were more like here in that sense. So it would fit me okay. But you know, for like, I want to say for other people, I would see like big sturdy guys come in and sit down, and they're on the next side, and you know, sometimes they have to raise the armrest. But other than that, I mean to say, I can't complain for the price that I paid. Speaking about the price, our round trip to Toronto and Aruba was about $416, more give or take. It was no more than $450 for sure. However, I do advise you to walk with some food, buy some food at the airport before you go on the plane, because more than likely you might not like the food on the plane that you have to purchase. Oh yeah, and that's another thing. They don't really give you food. They do give you drinks and maybe peanuts or pretzels to eat throughout the flight. And it was a direct flight from Aruba straight to Toronto, and vice versa, obviously. It was a good experience. The flight was okay going up. We did have some crybabies, but you know, I expect families to walk with their children, and yeah, it was doable. So I give the thumbs up for WestJet. Check them out. They're pretty okay. So yeah, again, for the Airbnb, that also came out really cheap for us staying in that condo. I mean to say, is like normally I would pay, I want to say $400, $500, you know, for the room that we had. 2-bedroom, dining room, living room, washroom, bathrooms, and kitchen. You know, it's like, it was a condo. It was a freaking house. It was nice to us that we could have done the laundry there, sit and mingle with each other, you know, talk, make jokes, and late at night, you know, sit out in the patio, have a good time. It was freaking great. Food was cheap in general in Toronto. I'm not gonna lie to you, you could get fat there really quick, really cheap too. But they also do have like I want to say healthy places, and there are tons more variety of healthy places comparing to other places. You know, like for instance back here in Aruba, I see the trend is picking up in Aruba for the healthy eating. So you see a lot of vegetarian places pop up here and there now, or they even do delivery food. But I mean, this is like in Toronto, we just walk outside the condo, turn left, and we have something healthy to eat there. We could have eaten something like a wrap, or maybe get a, you know, heart healthy omelette, you know, salads, etc. And we walk down the road even more. There was everything there. We was like in walking distance from the CN Tower, and it was freaking great, freaking awesome. I really love that place. I highly suggest you all check it out, especially for all my Aruban viewers. You all know now that there is a straight flight from Aruba to Toronto. It's only $400 something bucks. it's worth doing. I mean, to say instead of us going to Miami or Atlanta all the time, give Canada a try. You would like it. Trust me, you would. What's on the schedule for the upcoming vlogs? Well, I have a couple of gigs coming up. Actually, I had a couple of gigs as well that passed in a few weeks that I wasn't vlogging. Sorry. I will be walking with the camera again more often for me to get some more material for you guys to see, especially for my folks up in Holland. Alles goed, jongens. So on that note, again, do Canada, guys. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Okay, you will be surprised. I wanted to say you will be surprised, but you won't be disappointed. Do Canada. I'm definitely going back, but this time I think I might go to the West Coast. Yeah, Vancouver. I'm thinking about doing Vancouver, and next time if I go back, I definitely might go and try out Montreal and get some French food. Definitely gonna give that a try. So again, this is me signing off for another episode of the vlog. Again, apologies for not vlogging all these days. I know some of you was looking out for it. I got some messages and also some emails. Again, for all my new viewers in Nicaragua, bienvenido to my channel, man. That's mi español es horrible. So yeah, me and my nasty accent. So again, I'm out for this one. Stay pending for upcoming more vlogs, alright? Peace!